Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, night, good evening. Okay. So for today's lesson, we are going to continue with the next subtopic for chapter 4, ratios, rates, and proportions, which is ratios, rates, and proportions. For this subtopic, we are going to learn. We are going to see a lot more examples and a lot more problems involving those three components. Okay, what are the relationships between those three components? Okay, so we straight away jump into example. So if P to Q is equivalent to 2 to 9 and Q to R is equivalent to 9 to 7. So now we are given two separate ratios. You want to combine into one ratio. Okay, in order to do that, it's pretty simple. P to Q, you have 2 to 9, and Q to R, you have 9 to 7. So if you notice, you have this unknown Q, which is equal, and you look at the value. Now, if the value is already equal, then it's easy for you. You just have to write in one ratio. So P to Q to R, which is 2 to 9 to 7. That's it. Okay. Now, next example is we are going to see what if you have the same unknown, but you have a different ratio. So how are we going to do that? Now, a certain amount of money was donated to three charity organizations, P, Q, and R. The ratio of the amount of donation received by P to Q is 2 to 3. Okay, we have the first ratio, P to Q is 2 to 3. And the ratio of the amount of donation received by Q to R is 4 to 1. So now you want to find the ratio of the amount of donation received by organization P to Q to organization R. Okay, now, first of all, we take out the information given. So you have the P to Q is 2 to 3, and the ratio of Q to R is 4 to 1. Now, if you notice, if we highlight this ratio and this ratio, okay, so the unknown is the same, but the value is different. So how are we going to make the unknown Q here the same? Is we multiply with the number on the other side of the ratio. Means that if this one is 3, we multiply with 4. And if this one is 4, we multiply with 3, so that you will get the same number. But ratio, as you know, ratio is also equivalent. The same properties with the fraction. So if you multiply the one side here with 4, the other side of the ratio also you must multiply with the same number, which is 4. So don't forget, this one you must multiply with 4 also. And this one you have to multiply with. So this one you have to multiply with 3. Okay. So now you will get the new ratio, the new equivalent ratio. This one is 8 to 12, and this one is 12 to 3. So now you have the same value. Now you can combine the ratio. So the ratio of organization P to Q to R now is equals to 8 to 12 to 3. That's it. Okay. So how do you determine the ratio or the related value? So for this subtopic, I'm going to determine the ratio or related value given the ratio of two quantities and the value of one quantity, and also the ratio of three quantities and the value of one quantity. Okay. So let's jump into the example. The ratio of the price of a baju kebaya to the price of baju kurung. Okay, you have number 1 here. You have kebaya to baju kurung. The ratio is 7 to 4. Now, if the price of the baju kebaya is RM84, find the price of baju kurung. So now you are given one quantity, okay, which is the price of baju kebaya, which is RM84. You want to find another quantity. So if we don't know this, we denote this as X, any unknown. Okay, right. So basically you have two methods in order to do this. Okay, you have two methods. The first method is proportion method. So let's see one by one. Okay, so proportion method is we convert this to fraction first. Okay, as we know that this one is 7, 4. Okay, equivalent to 84. Then this one is X, like that. Okay, so from 7 to 84, how are we going to multiply from 7 to 84? How? So how you do that? You multiply 84 with 7. So you will get 1, 7, 14. So you will get 12. So 7 times 12, you will get 84. So in order to find the value of X, you also multiply it with 12. So you will get the answer RM 48 ringgit. That's it. Okay. The second method is cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. So for cross multiplication, we just copy back this. I just do it from here. So how you're going to do that? You cross one side here, and this one also you cross. Okay. Now when you cross it, you will get 7x equals to 84 times 4, 6, 1, 3, 3, 6, right? Okay. So now 336 divided by 7, you will get 4, 28. 13, 8 is 56 divided by 7 is 8. So you will get X is equals to RM 48 ringgit. Same answer. Okay. So again, I repeat, whenever you have a ratio and you are given one quantity, so you want to find another quantity, you have two methods. The first method is proportion. So for proportion, you do it like this in a fraction form, and you find what number when you multiply this one side of quantity, you will get another side of quantity, and that number you applies to the denominator, then you will get the answer. Okay, and the second method is a cross multiplication. So basically just do like this cross multiply, you put equal in the middle, then you will get the answer. Okay, now how do you determine the value related to a rate? Now we are moving to a rate. Okay, a person who walks for exercise burns 2.9 calories of energy per minute. How many calories that does that person burn during a 20-minute walk? So if you want to write in terms of rate, you have 2.9 calories in 1 minute, right? Per minute. Okay. Also this one, you have two methods. Okay. The first method is unity method. Okay, unity method here, it means you find the quantity of one value and then you multiply. Okay, so for this case, it's already in 1 minute because 2.9 calories of energy per minute is already in 1 minute. So what you do is 2.9, you just multiply it with 20. Okay, so you will get the answer is 58 calories. Okay, as simple as that. Now, the second method, again, we are going to use a cross multiplication. So, before we do this, we need to write the equation. Okay, a person who walks for exercise burn 2.9 calories in 1 minute. Okay, now you want to find how many calories burned in 20 minutes. So this one also you put x. Okay, so now when you apply the cross multiplication, this one you put here, this one you put here, basically you are doing the same thing. Okay, x multiplied by 1 is x, so you will get x lah. X equals to the same thing, 2.9 times 20, you will get the answer 58 calories. Okay, so it's up to you whether you want to use the unity method or you want to use the cross multiplication. You will get the same answer. Next example, 6 cartons of lime juice are sold at 12.25 ringgit. Determine the price for 24 similar cartons of lime juice. So I'm going to divide this into two sections. Right. The first section is for the first method, which is the unity method. Sometimes it's called unity, sometimes it's called unitary method, but it's the same meaning lah. Okay, means you find the value of 1. So what you need to do is, you have 6 cartons here, so 6 cartons are sold at 12.25. So you find the value of 1 carton. So 1 carton here means 12.25. You divide by 6, like this. You will get, so you will get RM 2.04. This is for 1 carton. Okay, so determine the price for 24 similar cartons. So 2.04, you just multiply it with 24, so you will get the answer times 24. You get the answer is 48.96. Okay, second method is cross multiplication. Okay, so 6 carton is equivalent to 12.25. You want to find the price for 24 cartons, so this is x. Now you put the cross multiplication. Okay, so you will get 6x is equals to, multiply the 24 with 12.25, you will get 294. So x is equals to, divide by 294 divided by 6. You get the answer is RM 49. It's a little bit different, but this one, if you, I think 12.25 divided by 6 times 24. I think this one we don't run off the value, means we take the whole value, then we multiply with 24, then we get 49. Okay, but if you only take the 2 decimal places, you will get like this. Okay, but still you have the same answer. Okay, so now solving problem. The table shows the results of a study to estimate the population of a type of freshwater fish that lives in the lake. Okay, now you are going to estimate the population of the freshwater fish that live in the lake. So basically here, you just put x lah, very simple one. So you have 60, you have x, you have 5, you have 20. So now you are required to find the value of x lah. So when you multiply, you will get here is 1200. This is 5x. So now you will get x is equals to 240. So now you have the value of x is equals to 240. So now the question asks you estimate the population of the freshwater fish that live in the lake. Now we are going to refer to the first capture here, since this is the first capture. Okay, so when the first capture is made, that is the estimation of the population. So what you have to do is you just plus the marked and unmarked number of each court here. So the answer is 240. You just plus with the 60. So this one is the answer is 300 fish. That's it. Okay. So number 2, a football team played 28 games and won 4 out of every 7 games contested. There were no tie game, means they could be win or lose only. So A, how many games did this football team lose? Okay. If you're not sure, okay, we have 28 games, right? You have 28 games. Okay. They won 4 out of every 7 game contested. So you break into 4 parts. Why 4 parts? Because 28 divided by 4 is 7. Every 7 games. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Out of 7 games contested, they won 4. Win 4. For every. So this one also win 4. Win 4. This one win 4. Okay. So if win 4, can you guess how many lose? You just minus 7 with 4. So this is 3. This is 3. This is 3. And this is also 3. Okay. Now, how many games did this football team lose? So you just plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So the answer is 12 games. Like that. Now, calculate the team's win-loss ratio. So it's over here actually. You can just straight away take win 4, loss 3. That's it. If this trend continues, estimate the number of losses of the team once they have won 20 games. So this one, 4, 3 is win, loss. You are given one quantity, right? You are given 20 games, so it's here. So this is win, this is loss. So this is 20. You are required to find how many number of losses. Okay. So again, you have several ways. Okay. So for this type of question, you have the first one is proportion method, right? So you have 4, you have 3, you have 20, you have x. Okay. In order from 4 to 20, 4 times what is 20? 4 times 5. So in order to find the value of x, we can also, we must, okay, we must multiply also with 5. So the answer is x is equals to 15 times. Like that. Okay. I leave the cross multiplication method for you to solve on your own. Okay, like this. You will get the same answer 15 times. Okay. Right. So I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye.